Myself Ral Kushal from SS Institute of Management Studies. Today my topic is a different types of merger. Merger. A merger is an agreement that unites two existing company into a one company. There are several types of merger and so several reasons why company completes a merger. Merger and acquisitions are commonly done to expand a company reach, expand into new segments or gain a market share. Meaning of merger and acquisition. Merger and acquisition are defined as a consolidations of company. Differentiating the two terms, merger is a combination of two companies from one, while acquisition is a company taken over by the other. Merger and acquisition is one of the major aspects of corporate finance world. The reasoning behind the merger and acquisitions generally given is that two separate companies together create a more value compared to being an individual stand. While the objectives of wealth maximization company keeps evaluating different opportunity through the route of merger acquisitions. Examples of mergers are: example A is an acquiring company, a company B is an acquired company. Merger of company A and company B. This merger retains the name of acquiring company. Here's a acquiring company is A. Recent merger and acquisition. Change the healthcare merger with the Optimum. Pongu Wireless acquisition by Digital Colony Management LLC. Group Masswall acquisition of US Cartel SA. WPP Honest Limited acquisition by WPP. Rensort Corporation acquisition by Regal Beloit Corporations. Types of merger: horizontal merger, vertical merger. Vertical merger are there two types: forward and backward merger. Conglomerate merger, congeneric merger, and reverse merger. Horizontal merger. A horizontal merger is a merger or a business consolidation that occurs between a firm that operate in the same industries. Competition tend to be higher among companies operating in the same space, meaning synergies and potential gains in the market shares are much greater for merging firms. These types of merger occurs frequently because of merger company attempting to create a more efficient economic of scale. Conversely, a vertical merger takes place when a firm from a different part of the supply chain consolidated to firm to make the production process more effective or cost effective. Key takes away: horizontal merger occurs when a company of the same industry merge. They often result in a way to eliminate a competition by creating one powerful company instead of two competitors. Horizontal merger can greatly increase revenue as a combined company have access to a great variety of products or services. Vertical merger. A vertical merger is a merger of two or more companies that provide a different supply chain function for a common goods or service. Most often, the merger is effected to increase the synergies, gain more control of the supply chain process, and ramp up business. A vertical merger is often results in reduce the cost and increase the productivity and efficiency. The purpose of a vertical merger between two companies is to high end synergy, gain more control of the supply chain and process, and increase the business. Antitrust are often cited when a vertical merger and a plan to or occur because of the probability or reduce the market competition. Vertical merger can may result in a lower cost and increase the productivity and efficiency for the company is involved. Conglomerate merger. A conglomerate merger is a merger between the firms that are involved in a totally unrelated business activities. This merger typically occurs between a firm within a different industries or firms located in a different geographical locations. There are two types of conglomerate merger: pure and mixed. Pure conglomerate merger involves a firm with nothing in common, while mixed conglomerate merger involves a firm that are looking for a product extension or a market extensions. A conglomerate merger is a merger of two firms that have a completely unrelated business activity, acquiring a small firms. There are two types of conglomerate merger, putting where the two firms continue to operate in their own markets, and mix. When the firm seeks to product and a market extension, two firms will enter into conglomerate merger to increase their market share, diversify their business, cross-sell their product, and to take advantage of synergies. The downside to a conglomerate merger can result in a loss of efficiency, clashing of cultures, and a shift away from the core business. Opponents of the conglomerate merger believe that they can lead to lack of money, lack of market efficiency when a large company consolidates the industry by acquiring a smaller firm. Market extension merger. The market extension market takes place between the two companies that deal in the same products in the same market. The main purpose of the market extension merger is to make sure that the merged company can get access to a bigger market and ensures a bigger client base. Example, a very good example of market extension merger is the acquisition of very younger venture in RBC Central Bagel and headquartered at Atlanta, Georgia, and is 283 workers at almost 190,000 accounts and low assets of what US $1.1 billion. Eagle Basin also holds the Turkey Federal Bank, which is one of the 10 biggest banks in the metropolitan Atlanta region as far as deposit market sharing concerned. One of the major benefits of the acquisition is that the acquisition enables the RBC to go ahead with its growth operation in the North American market. With the help of his acquisition, RBC has got a chance to deal in the financial market of Atlanta, which is among the leading upcoming financial market in the USA. This move would allow RBC to diversify its base operations. Product extension merger. A merger are generally initiated by company to get an added advantage of synergy. In the case of product extension merger, the organization whose product or service are co-consumed together or similar or linked together come together or for a merger. Product or service provided by both organizations are not entirely the same but are operating in the same industry. The purpose of this merger is to serve a broader customer base and also to earn higher profits. There are top 5 merger in India. Z Entertainment with a Sony India merger. Z Entertainment Enterprises Limited Z, the Sony Picture Network India, the two Indian biggest media conglomerate have taken the first step towards a multi-billion dollar merger. The Z board of the director approved the merger between the two companies. The agreement has the potential to make the newly created company one of the country's largest and most sought after. Sony Picture Entertainment will invest 1.1575 billion in the newly consolidated firm on of the acquisition of September 22. Second, CEO director gives a principal permission of the acquisition of a non-binding term sheet SPN. In addition, the two parties will sign non-compete agreement. Indus Tower Bharti Infra merger. Indus Tower was a joint venture between a Bharti Infratel UK-based Vodafone Group PLC and Vodafone Idea Bharti Infratel Vodafone Group and held a 42% stake each in India. Vodafone Idea held a 11.5% stake in merging 4.85% was private equity firm. Airtel has a majority stake in the Bharti Airtel. Aggregated shareholder Bharti Infratel is combined entity will change 53.51% to 36.73%. Vodafone Group has shareholding will change 28.12%. The merger entity will have Bharti Airtel at 36.7% stock in the merger entity. Vodafone UK 28.1% provided equity partner 33.1% with a public holding 35.2%. Vodafone Idea merger. Reuters reported the Vodafone Idea merger to be valued $23 billion. Although the deals resulted in a telecom gain, is to say that the company were pushed to do due to the entry of Reliance Jio and the price war that followed. Both companies struggle aims the growing competition in the telecom industry. The deal worked both for Idea and Vodafone as a Vodafone went to for 45.1% stake in the combined entity, with the Aditya Birla Group holding 36% and the remaining by Idea. On the 17th of the September, Vodafone Idea it's a brand new identity, Vodafone Idea, which marks the completion of the integration of the two companies. Acrola Mithal. The biggest merger value 38.3 billion was along with that was the most hostile. The 2006 the Mithal still announced the initial bid of 23 billion of Acrola, which was later increased 38.3 billion. This deal was formed by the executive because they were influenced by the patriotic economics and several governments. This government includes the French, Spanish, and the Luxembourg. The very French opposition was created by the French, Americans, and British media. Tata and Coruscant. Tata taken over the Coruscant in 2006 was valued that out over $10 billion. The initial offers from the Tata were set for 4.55 per share. Following bidding war at the CS and Tata raised the bids of 6.05 pound shares. The Korea Steel has its name as the Korea Steel and combination resulted in fifth largest steel making company. The following year were unfortunately harsh on Tata European operation due to the restriction 2008 followed by the reduced demand of steels. This eventually resulted in the number of lays of and sales of some of its operation. I would like to conclude myself with the merger is a basically process when two or more company together from of one existing company. There are five types of mergers: are the horizontal merging, vertical merging, and productive extension, and the market extension. Thank you.